This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by State Farm Insurance.
Okay, so hurricanes. Well, along with a hurricane, usually there comes flooding. Now, just because you have never had a flooding problem before does not mean it can't happen to you. Experts say just a few feet of water can cause tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage, and in most cases, your standard homeowner policy does not include flood protection. Still, your current insurance company can help you navigate your coverage with the National Flood Insurance Program. Now, along with the rain and flooding during a hurricane also can come lightning. Did you know lightning strikes cost nearly $1 billion in insured losses in 2011? Now, the key word there is insured losses. Imagine how many more losses there were that were uninsured.
Yeah, lightning strikes can land on or near your home, wreaking havoc on your electronics, your appliances, and worse yet, it can cause a fire. Joining us today to help make sure our property is storm ready is State Farm Insurance Agent Eric James of Delmar, Sussex County. Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
So, you know, unfortunately, Eric, when it comes to lightning, people don't always take it seriously. And I know my kids like to go out on the front porch and watch it, but I watch it inside.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of people don't take it seriously. Yeah.
Can be a lot of damage that comes from it. Anywhere from, well, I guess your
You
strikes can be long ways
actually,
away.
even without any rain, there can be strikes up to 10 miles away.
Yeah.
It causes about 55 to 60 fatalities annually. The heat is actually 50,000 degrees from a lightning strike, which is 5 times hotter than the sun.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Okay, so I didn't even know this exists, but there are lightning protection systems you can have installed. Tell me about that.
That's correct. They're about 99% effective, and what they do is they actually divert the lightning into the ground, so that actually creates a channel to go from the top of your house into the ground.
So kind of like a lightning rod kind of thing? Yeah.
Very
It's a little
similar.
more.
There's a little bit more to it than just a lightning rod, yeah.
It doesn't actually stop it or anything. It just diverts it, moves it somewhere else.
It's not going to stop the strike. It's just going to put the strike away from hurting any of your elements in the house.
Now, this is pretty important. When you're talking 50,000 degrees, 5 times hotter than the sun, this is not something we should probably try to install on our own.
Especially if you're me. Absolutely not. No, you definitely want to have a licensed contractor who knows what they're doing.
Get somebody out there, get started on it, and put it in place.
Right. Now, we're talking about protecting our home, but we need to protect ourselves as well, obviously.
Absolutely. Make sure you move inside of the home or into your office. Typically the middle of the building or a lower level is good. Avoid touching anything that conducts electricity.
Right.
Avoid anything connected to your plumbing, and avoid anything that's served by a gas line.
A lot of people never even think about the gas line. They just think about the electricity and where it might go and what it might do. Let me ask you about this. I have got, it's a little thing, as a matter of fact, stuck on the bottom of the shelf for my TV and the sound system and all that, a surge protector.
Yep.
Do these things really work as much as they say they will?
A surge protector will work. You just have to make sure that it's grounded properly.
Yeah.
It will not actually prevent the surge from occurring. What will happen is it will actually divert the surge from affecting whatever's connected to it.
Okay.
And there's also special outlets that you can get that will do the same thing. So i.e. like your microwave in the kitchen, you could actually have that connected directly to one of these outlets.
That
Right.
makes sense.
Oh, okay. When it comes to our home, you want to make sure overall everything is protected, right?
Absolutely. You want to make sure that you have taken a home inventory. I like to recommend to my clients that they take videos and go through each room and know exactly what it is. Document all belongings. It's much easier to do it now than it would be after you have a claim.
Right.
And keep the inventory outside of your house. I know a lot of banks have safety deposit box, and a safety deposit box would be a good place for it.
Some place away from the home just in case something does happen.
Absolutely.
Now, do I understand correctly that it would probably be a good idea, while it's calm now before anything hits, to take a good look at our policy? Because do I understand the deductibles can change, for instance, if there's a hurricane?
Absolutely, and it can change based on the state, and it can also change based on the insurance company. Some companies have hurricane deductibles, some companies have cyclone deductibles, some just have wind and hail deductibles. It all depends on the verbiage in the policy, and just making sure that you know exactly what deductible you would have.
Know what you're dealing with before you get in need of it.
And bottom
Absolutely.
line, talk with your agent. They know.
Absolutely, that's what we do. Yep.
There we go. Eric James, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Great information this afternoon. Now, if you'd like more information about lightning protection or State Farm insurance policies, all you have to do is go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Still ahead on Delmarva Life, recent hurricane seasons have provided painful lessons in the importance of preparing for such destructive storms. Perhaps the most important of all is the need to properly protect your home sooner than later. Are you ready? Up next, Brian Spiros will share with us what needs to be done on the outside so you are ready.
A little bit later on, maybe you've been considering purchasing a generator. Well, we're going to talk about the benefits of having one and what you need to know before you have one installed. Marvel Life will be right back.